Party people! Welcome to our holiday Swatch Fest. I'm so glad that you're here, you guys. This is our pre-Christmas or pre-holiday Swatch Fest, as Christmas is in just 2 days and I'm so excited for it. When I was a little kid, I have 6 brothers, by the way. My brothers, on Christmas morning when we would wake up, and we would have to wait for our parents to wake up in order to go down and get presents. We usually wouldn't open presents till like 8 o'clock in the morning on Christmas morning. Yeah, my parents used Christmas to teach us discipline, that's for sure. But every morning they would come get the little kids out of bed, even though my parents told them not to, and go, "It's Christmas, it's Christmas, it's Christmas, it's Christmas," and they'd chant it and get us all excited. That's how I feel right now. Even though as soon as Christmas is done, then it's a long time till it's Christmas again. But that's alright. After Christmas, then we have New Year's, then we have Tim's birthday, then we have Valentine's Day, then we have Honor, my mom's birthday. So much fun stuff coming up, but you know, first of course is Christmas. I recorded a bunch of holiday music for you for this Swatch Fest. I've been trying to put at least one holiday piece in each week in December, but today you're going to be listening to all holiday music, so I hope it puts you in the mood. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So Swatch Fest, if you're new here, today we're going to swatch through 10 random polishes from my stash that don't belong to a particular collection that I purchased for review or was sent for review. Today we're just randomly talking about polishes that don't have a time to be swatched if we didn't do it here on Swatch Fest. So that's why we're here, and also to hang out and have fun. And I missed you and I'm glad you're here. So let's go ahead and get started. I was looking for my polishes in front of me, but I instead have them over here on this side table. Yeah, I have a couple of tables in here that are like staging areas where I'm like, okay, here's this collection that I'm going to talk about, and then this collection that I'm going to talk about. So, okay, first up for red, I have another Studio M to show you, and my girl Deborah sent me some more Studio M, so thank you. I can't get it here in California. When I took a road trip out to Kentucky, I did find a Myers, and that's where you can get them, by the way. And so I purchased them at that time, but Deborah sent me some more. And so this is one of them. This is called Poppy Field, and it's just a beautiful red. Not this kind of red, more like a cool toned, almost corally red. Great in one coat. I'm going to show you two, but you could totally just do one coat on this polish. So really great, just basic, bright, fun, like summery shade is what I think of when I think of this color. So really great, easy to wear, easy peasy as pie. Next we have pink, and I have a Colors by Laro polish to share with you today. I picked this up, actually I didn't pick it up, it was in the VIP bag at the July indie shop. So we haven't talked about indie shop in a while. That's because there hasn't been one. There wasn't one planned for November, and I don't actually know when the next one is going to be, if there is going to be a next one. So we shall see, but this was in that VIP bag, and it's a really beautiful purpley pink. This definitely could be, you know, kind of in between there, a purple or a pink, and it has a beautiful, I think it's a shifty shimmer. Mostly it just looks pink, but I think it's shifting to like a gold at certain angles, like a rose gold almost it looks. This polish is called Fisherman's Wharf, which I love that it's called that. I've been a California girl my whole life, except for a couple of stints living in a few other states, but for the most part I've lived here. And I've always loved Fisherman's Wharf. It's such a fun time when we used to go when we were kids. My dad would hate it because of the traffic and all the people, and I'm kind of like my dad. Actually, I'm like my dad in a lot of ways, but I'm kind of like in between because I love going down there and seeing all the fun things. Don't so much love the crowds and crowds of people, but it's a fun time down there if you've never been. So anyway, this is lovely in 2 coats. It's a beautiful just shimmering pinky purple. noticed already, as you're seeing me hold these bottles, which you only see that part of my hand for a very short part of this swatching, the live swatching, but I totally just ripped my thumbnails off this week. So we went to go ahead and went and did our big Costco trip. We usually only do, I think, one of those a month actually. Like 3 weeks out of the month, we'll do our regular grocery shopping at like Winco. I really like Winco because it's kind of like Walmart prices, but they're open 24/7 and you don't have like the craziness of Walmart. So anyway, and they always have registers open. That's what I hate about Walmart. You can never get checked out. You just want to get out of there and you can't get out of there. Oh no, this has suddenly turned into another Walmart rant. Anyway, so we were home from Costco, and every time when I leave Costco, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be such a monster to put away. So I'm home and I'm unloading stuff and I'm putting stuff in the pantry, and I don't even remember what I did, but I snagged my thumbnail on my Cinderella hand and ripped the whole nail off. I'm not even going to show you. You guys can imagine it. I showed Swatch Fest. It literally ripped like right to the part where my nail is attached to my finger, and then over on the left hand side of my nail it ripped like deep into the nail. So it was like it didn't rip cleanly off. I'm sorry if you're squeamish. I'll be done talking about this in just a second. So thankfully I didn't bleed or anything, but my finger has been so sore all week, and this is like the least amount of nail I've ever had in my life. It looks really strange to me when I look down at my hands. But I guess my hands have just been taking a beating lately, and so then guess what? I did the same thing to my other hand 2 days later. Yeah, on this hand. And it wasn't as ghastly, and it only ripped off half. And I've still been trying to decide what to do with this hand because this is the one in the videos, so I didn't really want to cut the whole thing off short. So, like a weirdo, I left one side of the nail long in these videos that you're going to see all week this week. And one side's really short. So that's what that's about. I just wanted to let you know, if you're having horrible nail breaks right now or crazy rips with all the Christmas wrapping and all the stuff you're doing right now, then I feel you, because I did probably the worst one that I've ever done. When I was a kid, I used to bite my nails, and I would sometimes get them really sore and short because I would bite them when I was nervous. But I don't do that anymore, and so that's why this is really strange for me to have it be so low. Anyway, I also use this finger to like clean up around my cuticle when I'm swatching, and I can't do that anymore, so I'm having to use this finger and like go in like this and clean up, and it's obnoxious, it's annoying, but you know, it's gonna have to work for now because I don't have a thumbnail anymore to do that with. Okay, so now we're on to orange and yellow. Here's what I have for you today. So one is a Milani. We haven't talked about Milani nail polish in forever. I just don't think that they've put out anything new in a really long time. This isn't new, by the way. This is called Bijou Bronze, and my girl Stacy sent this to me. This is a really pretty orangey bronze shade. It's really actually very pretty on the nail. This is in the older bottles. It's a little bit of a thinner formula, but it's just really bright and beautifully orange, and I thought it was great. So yeah, I don't have too much else to say about this. Let's go ahead and let the polish do the talking. Next up I have a Zoya. I picked up this polish at their recent 70% off sale that started. They had like a bunch of days of sales, and that was on the day one sale. So if you missed that, I'm really sorry. It will probably be back next year, just like it was the year before this one. So anyway, I just picked up, I think it was 11 polishes. And I snagged the last 2 yellow polishes that I didn't have that they have in their line. And this is Pippa. And I didn't grab this for a long time because I thought, well, that's exactly like Darcy. Why do I need 2 of the exact same polish? But here's Darcy and here's Pippa. So Darcy is down here. Darcy is darker, more of like almost like a sunflower yellow, and Pippa is more of like a daisy yellow, I guess I would say. Not quite as light as a daisy, but in comparison, that's kind of how I think of it. So they are very similar. That is true, but they're different. Especially for someone who likes yellow. I'm like, no, they're different. Leave me alone. I need both of them. Okay, so basically Pippa has more white in it. That's all it is. So I was really hoping for a really great 2-coat formula. It was almost there. I needed 3 coats on this. Coming up this next week, I have my top 10 mainstream polishes released in 2017 and my top 10 indie polishes coming up for you in a video. And in my mainstream video, I have another mainstream yellow that is outstanding at 2 coats, nearly 1, but definitely at 2, and that I highly, highly recommend. So anyway, this one's pretty good, and I'm glad that I have it, but it wasn't like just like crazy awesome formula, which I wish it was, but yellows are hard. So one fun thing that we did this week, which is definitely one of my favorite Christmas traditions to do, is to go on Pinterest or go on just from our family recipes and pick out a handful of holiday treat or cookie recipes, make them all up, put them onto plates and take them around to our neighbors and friends. And we did that on Friday, and it's just so much fun. I can't do that too often in the year because I am like on a no sugar thing, and it helps me a lot with like portion control and just not going crazy with food, but it's the holidays, so we had a lot of fun with that, and I just love that. I mean, there's not very many holiday things to me that really just make me think of my childhood, like baking holiday treats, and we did it every single year with my mom. Her standards were caramel corn. She makes delicious cashew caramel corn and sugar cookies, like the traditional kind. So this year we did Italian Christmas cookies, we did peppermint bark, we did something called Christmas crack, which doesn't sound very nice, but I think it's referencing the fact that it's like really addictive and hard to stop eating. We did one more. Oh, we did gingerbread cookies. So we had so much fun. Definitely a favorite holiday tradition of mine. And yeah, you should let me know in the comments what your favorite holiday tradition is. By now you've probably done all of them because the holidays are fully upon us. But we don't have to stop doing the things like that just because the Christmas season is over. It's always nice all year round to spend some time sharing love with our friends and family. So anyway, something important that I like to try to keep in mind all throughout the year, not just in the holiday time. It's just the holiday time tends to just really ignite my desire to do those fun things. So anyway, that was a fun spark out of my week. I have a couple more indie polishes to share with you guys. So this next polish is kind of green. It's kind of green, kind of brown, but it's gonna go in this green spot. This is from the brand Northern Star, and I picked this up at the Polish Pickup. I'd never tried this brand before, so I was kind of taking a chance on this polish, and I thought, this looks cool. It definitely looks different than all the other things here at the Polish Pickup, and I've never tried this brand, and one of the things that I always try to do is try a new brand or two every month on Polish Pickup. First off, I love their label with their name in holographic and the other elements that they want you to know about their polishes, that they're cruelty-free and that it's flammable and that they have 12 milliliters and they're made in New Mexico? Is that what that says? I don't know, it's kind of small. Anyway, this is called I've Heard It Both Ways, and this was inspired, I believe, by the television show Psych. And like I said, this is like this cool, like dirty green shade, but the shimmer, the multi-chrome in there is going between a green to a gold to a red. And it's really pretty. It's what I have on my thumb in all of the bottle shots of this video. So I thought it was really nice and it was fun to try this brand. So let's go ahead and swatch it. Another indie polish, this time one that I picked up at the indie shop. This is from the brand Sea Lore Polish, and I was happily seated next to, my booth was right next to her booth at the last indie shop, and so that was really fun to be able to just be around her creativity and her polish's presence, and it was really nice to get to know Jamie. So this polish is called Fathoms Below, which was kind of fun because we both had polishes with the words Fathoms Below in the title of that event. I had one called Mysterious Fathoms Below. In any case, I just thought that was funny. This is a 15 milliliter bottle, and it's a very beautiful periwinkle blue with incredibly delicate linear holographic, and it's just very soft and soothing and just really, really pretty. So let's go ahead and swatch it. Alright, so another kind of highlight of my week, it made a big difference in my week. Last Saturday, in the middle of editing Swatch Fest for last Saturday, I went and had lash extensions, and I told you guys I was going to do that. So what you're looking at today is not a miraculous new mascara. This is actually lash extensions. And a couple of my friends that I have met since moving here, where we live now, have had them, and I've been like, whoa, okay, your eyelashes look amazing, what's going on? And they're like, oh, it's just lash extensions. So I actually remember when I was at Disneyland, I think it was the last time we went to Disneyland, or maybe the second to last, before we moved up here when we had season passes. I was standing in line with Honor for the, what's the mountain one, where you go over the mountain and you splash down at Splash Mountain. Wow. Well, yeah, if you describe something enough, you can kind of figure out what it is. We were standing in line for Splash Mountain for like an hour and 45 minutes, and the girls right in front of us, I could tell they were sisters. They looked a lot alike, and they both had these really long, beautiful lashes. And they probably thought I was insane, but I couldn't stop staring at them because I was looking at their lashes trying to see their lash band. I was like, dang, you are so good at applying false lashes. I can't even see your lash band. I didn't say that to them. I kept that to myself, but I kept staring at them, and they're probably like looking at me like, why are you staring at me? So anyway, I'm convinced now that it was lash extensions because they look like false lashes, but they're actually attached to your individual lashes. So I'll just tell you guys really quickly about the process. I was referred to the girl that does, two of my friends that have the lash extensions in this area, and you just go and you lay down in her studio, and it's like you're gonna lay down there and get a facial. And but she just individually bonds a lash to your natural lash on each of your lashes. I mean, maybe not every single one, because people have between like 150 to 300 lashes or something, she said. I'm convinced that I have very few, either very few or just very light and short. But anyway, such is the reason for lash extensions. So one of the main reasons I got lash extensions is because I love being with you here on camera. It would be so much easier for me if I just live swatched stuff and never showed you my face, because I would literally only have to, well, film that one part of me swatching stuff and do a voiceover, and then it would be done. But I like being here with you because I feel like it's more personable and it's more enjoyable for me. That it's totally my preference. I just like it better. I feel like I connect with you guys better. But it does mean that I have to put some effort into my appearance, which is not a daily practice of mine. I normally put no effort into my appearance. Yeah, I just don't, I don't mind the way I look with no makeup on, and so on a daily basis I don't wear any. So yeah, that was the main reason for the lash extensions, is because I darkened my eyebrows a little bit with some Anastasia Dip Brow, and that's all I did today. And I feel like I'm like ready to film a video because I have lashes on, because it opens my eyes up, and that's the reason why I wear them, is because I feel like they help me communicate with you guys better. I've talked about this before, it's totally just a personal thing of mine, where I feel like if my eyes are closed up and small like they usually are, with my no lashes, long lashes just open your eyes up, make your eyes look bigger, and I feel like I can like communicate to you guys better. It's just, that's just how I feel. I can't explain it, but anyway, it makes it so I have to do almost nothing to get ready to film a video, and it makes it so much easier for me. So you will probably be seeing me like this much more in my videos. But anyway, so that was a big part of my week. I laid down there in that chair for about an hour and a half. It feels very tedious at first, and for like the first 20 minutes I was like, I don't know if I like somebody touching my eye this much. I was like, this takes a lot of trust to trust somebody to come in at your eye this many times over and over. But then actually after a while I fell asleep. It was really relaxing just to like, and she put soft music and like ocean, the waves, the splashing waves right by my head, and I fell asleep and I was so relaxed. And so yeah, it was a long time, but then what you do is you just go get them filled like you do with acrylics, I guess. Every 3 weeks or so. So anyway, if I notice anything weird with them, I'll update you guys if I feel like there's anything you maybe need to know. But for anyone with only a week's experience with them under my belt, for anyone who's like kind of on the fence about it, I definitely recommend it. It was my Christmas present to myself, and I've been really enjoying it. The one thing that's been tricky for me is I'm like an eye rubber. Like eye rubber, that sounds so weird, but yeah, I do like rub or itch my eyes from time to time, and you can't do that with lash extensions. And when you go to take a shower, when the water like rubs all down in your eyes, I'm used to just like rubbing hard and then they're out. Maybe that's why I have no lashes. But yeah, I'm used to rubbing the water out of my eyes, and you also can't do that. So you just kind of have to like shower and you have water in your eyes. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I have purple and neutral for you guys. First up, I have one from Seche, and this is a very light lavendery purple, and it's called Flirt, and it was okay at 2 coats, maybe 2 to 3 coats. Yeah, for the most part, I like this brand. I don't think they're worth that initial price tag that they were charging, which if you ever see these on my channel, it's because I had picked them up in the Sally clearance section. So anyway, I liked them, not enough to like, you know, go crazy for them or want to, you know, pay full price for them really, but they were okay. Next up from Kiko, I have this kind of black gray hybrid shimmer, and it's the number 516, and this is beautiful. I felt like it was a little bit streaky at 2 coats, like I still could see a little bit of the nail line, but not so much that I really wanted to go for a third. But I really enjoy black polishes, like in all varieties. I like them shimmery, I like them matte, I like them just basic creams. I always enjoy the aesthetic of like a very, very dark nail, very dark silvery gray. So I think this is beautiful, and I'm wearing it today with a glitter over top of it, and I thought it was particularly perfect for this glitter that I picked today. So yeah, I really like this, and guess what? It was only $1. So, like I said, Christmas is 2 days away, and we were going to be having my parents out for Christmas, but when my mom came out last week, or the weekend before, I warned her when she was coming that we've all been very sick. I actually kind of avoided it, knock on wood, but I have been taking so many vitamins this year since trying to just get my health back under control that I really feel like the vitamins have been helping me a lot. I can feel that like my throat's a little bit tickly, which isn't the best the past few days, which makes you think that maybe I'm getting a little bit of something, but like everyone in my family was down for the count, and just like this horrible cold. Everyone around here has just this really horrible cold that just knocks you absolutely out. And I warned my mom that it was going through our house, but she was too excited to come to our concert, and so she came anyway. She went home and got sick. So they were supposed to be here for Christmas, and I don't know if they will. We'll see. They might be here. They might be here the day after or the next day. I really hope they come though. I can't wait to give them their presents, so I really hope they come. My dad doesn't watch my videos, so I just went and got the present that I made for him. I love getting my dad a t-shirt every year. It's just like my favorite thing. And so this year I got him one to celebrate his epicness. He plays this one game. I can't even see if this is in focus because I'm too close up. He plays this one hunting game like all the time, and I guess he has like the high score right now. So this is kind of a silly gift. Like, it's a silly shirt because it's not like a typical thing to like point out somebody's high score on a video game, you know what I mean? But I'm proud of him for getting this high score on this game, and I just think it's cute how much he loves this video game. My parents are in their 60s, by the way. Anyway, I feel like if my dad had been my son's age during this time, he would just be fully, you know, addicted to video games like a lot of kids are now. So anyway, it says first place, 236 high score, because I guess right now on his video game he has the high score for like the best. I actually am not quite sure. I feel like a horrible daughter, but I don't actually know what it means. But I do know that I'm excited to give him this shirt because I feel like he's gonna wear it and just be excited to wear it while he plays this game. So that's one thing. I got my mom a similar-ish thing in a clothing item, not a silly t-shirt, but I also got, this was Tim's idea. I'll tell you this present too because he won't watch this video. But Tim suggested, my parents don't drink alcohol, but my dad loves orange soda, and he never drinks it because he's trying to be healthy unless he's like away from the house, you know, where my mom can't see him because she tries to keep him really healthy. But Tim wanted to get him one of those beer dispensing hats with like the two things on the side, and he can put his orange crush soda in there and like have the tube go, and he can wear that while he plays his game. It's actually mostly a gag gift because when I read the reviews on Amazon, all the reviews were like, this hat is not practical, this hat is not comfortable. And so I just went ahead and bought it anyway. It was like $10 or something, but I just thought that would give him a laugh. So anyway, I'm excited for Christmas, but our Christmas we're gonna mostly be alone, but that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to have like a smaller Christmas. We had a bigger Thanksgiving, so that's okay. And then yeah, before we know it, New Year's will be here. So we always have a New Year's Eve party, and I'm excited for that. So anyway, that's just a little bit more about our Christmas. Let's go ahead and head into into our last two polishes. Okay, so I have a glitter and then my A+, and I did mention that this glitter is on my nails, all except for my thumb. That still has the Northern Star polish on it. But this is one of my very favorite OPI glitters, if not my very favorite. I think it might be my very favorite. And it's a holographic glitter topper, and I often do a throwback glitter because I don't buy a ton of glitter, so I don't always have one for you each week. So here's a throwback, and this is the polish Which is Which. And do you remember that? It was from the Wizard of Oz collection, what, like 4 or 5 years ago or something? This polish is so beautiful. The holographic in these glitters is just so rainbow flippy, so fantastic. Why doesn't OPI do more things like this? I do not know, but I mean, if they did a million holographic toppers, I already have like 4 or 5 of them, so they can't really do that many that are just like this, but they can do different stuff and switch it up. Anyway, this has multiple sizes of hex holographic glitters in there, and it also has like holographic dusting and holographic micro bars that are very, very thin. They don't really look hairy to me though because they're so thin. They almost look kind of like, not really like shreds either. They're just kind of like a dusty shreddiness of hollow on my nail, and I just feel like it looks like almost kind of like rocker chic, kind of almost like hard, but it's hollow. So I just love those two things together so much because like a shredded look on the nail is meant to look more rough, more hard, but you've got all this beautiful hollow. So I love it so much. So this is Which is Which. You don't even need more than one coat. I mean, the more you build up, the more hollow you're going to have on your nail, but one coat really lets you see all the different components, and it's so hollow. Even in here under my studio lights, it's so hollow, which really doesn't happen. These kind of lights doesn't really, you know, it's not really conducive to showing off hollow, but this one is just so bling-tastic all the time. So anyway, I definitely recommend if you can get your hands on it. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Okay, last up, I have a polish for you from Colorista Carol, and this is a new polish on their website, but it didn't get released in any kind of collection or anything. So when she released her Halloween collection of 5 polishes, there were some linear holographics in there that are just incredible. One of them made its way into my top 10 polishes of the whole year, my top indie polishes. So her Facebook group was requesting that she make a Christmassy emerald green in the same formula as those polishes. So she did, because she's awesome like that, and she put it on her website. So she sent it to me, and it was a surprise, and I thought, well, what is this? Wow, let me tell you guys about this. And it was perfect to kind of just swatch it and swatch fest for you because I didn't have another place to swatch it. And you can go pick it up if you want to. So this is a very highly pigmented emerald green linear holographic. So holographic, you will see by the pictures. It's just incredible. So much pigment. I mean, look at that color. It's not silvered by that hollow at all. That means that there's a lot of pigment in here, you guys, because there's a lot of hollow in here too, and hollow will silver out the base color. So this is just fantastic. So this is called Esmeralda, and like I said, you can find this on Colorista Carol website right now. And this is very nearly opaque in just one coat. So much pigment here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. this is the part of the video where we're going to have our giveaway. If you don't know what that is and you're new to Swatch Fest, every week I give away 6 random polishes from my stash because I'm trying to de-stash so that I can take in new polishes. So I don't have any more room in here, really, guys. So I give away 6 polishes that I'm destashing, and so how we do that is each week, if you want to be entered, you can just leave me a comment that says enter me in the giveaway if you want to, along with whatever other information you want to let me know about, like this week, your holiday tradition that you love to do. And all you need to do is make sure that you're subscribed. This is open to US and international, so anyone can enter. Just make sure if you're under 18 that you have parental permission, and make sure that your subscription feed is public. We went over that last week. So what I do is I count up the number of comments from last week, and then I load them into a random number generator, and then I have my winner. So let's go ahead and see. Last week we had 163 comments. So my random number generator. Okay. So I have my number. I'm going to count down to this number and I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so we have a winner, and I'm really excited to let you know that Carolina Noriega, you are my winner this week. Congratulations. So that means I will be sending you 6 random polishes. It's a mystery. You don't know what you're going to get, but please do contact me in my business email listed in the description bar. Carolina, you know what to do. You're one of my OGs. Contact me and we'll get together, and I want to know things like your favorite colors and what you don't like, so I don't send you stuff you don't like, and then yeah, we'll talk about all that good stuff. So I look forward to hearing from you, Carolina, and that pretty much rounds out our video, guys. So don't forget to enter this week's giveaway if you want to, that our winner for next week will be chosen from this week's comments. So yes, I think that's about it for today, you guys. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed Christmas where you're surrounded by those who you love, or that you're able to have a beautiful phone call with those who you love, or you're able to feel their spirit around you. If you're alone this Christmas, know that I love you, and you can feel free to spend as much time with me as you want on Christmas. You can watch this video over again and know that I love you, and I just wanted to spend some time with you and swatch these polishes with you. I really appreciate you guys being here. I love this holiday season. Like I mentioned before, it helps us remember to share the love with everybody, and not just at the Christmas season, but especially now we get reinvigorated with our desire to spread that around and make everyone feel loved. And so I do really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you giving me some of your time. I hope that you had some fun chill time hanging out with me today while we just went over these polishes. Maybe you frosted some sugar cookies while we were watching this video. I hope you're having a good day. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Christmas. Like I said, if you celebrate, enjoy the rest of your holiday season. I hope that you're gearing up for a super fun New Year's, you guys. I'll see you back for the next video. We have my top 10 mainstream polishes, my top 10 indie polishes. We have that elusive de-stash video that I've been referring to for a while. My second Helmer drawer right down there. My second out of 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 in each one, and I have 5 Helmers. So we have a lot to go through, so I need to get to it. But we have that coming up. I want to show you the new Pretty Serious polishes. So lots to look forward to, you guys. I will see you back, I hope, very soon. Take care. Give somebody a hug today or tomorrow, depending on what time I get this video up. Or pay somebody a compliment, even if it's a person in your office that you've never spoken with before. Just do that for them. It's gonna make you feel good, and it's gonna make them feel amazing. And it's gonna make them feel connected to somebody else, and that's really, really important, especially at this time of year, you guys. So yes, I love you. I will see you guys back, like I said, I hope very soon. Take care until then. Bye.